Welcome back to Newsroom Live, 10:17 on this Friday morning, and Mike Woods has now joined me. If I didn't know any better by the number of buttons you have undone, I would have thought it's like 75 and
What are
sunny
you talking
outside.
about? I don't know what you're talking about. The funny thing is, I buttoned it extra just to mess with him beforehand because I knew he was going to come for me.
You had about 3 more undone.
It
before
usually
we
is
got
a little
back.
more like that.
That's better.
Yeah, it's a show. It's TV.
There
This is
you
what
go.
we do.
Right.
And it's warm outside. Not.
Yeah. So this is the coldest weather all season that we
Yes.
are embarking on for this weekend.
Yes, exactly. We haven't seen temperature and wind combination thing that we're looking at here. Yeah, this is the coldest stuff that we've got going on, dropping again down into the single digits. It's an Arctic blast. Okay, here we are with the graphics. You can tell across the Great Lakes, there's a wintry, it's not even a wintry mix, it's just snow really coming across. And that is cold air from Alberta, Canada, what they call an Alberta clipper that's coming this way. Clouds will thicken through the day, and then eventually some snow gets going. And it looks like light snow, quick snow, but it's still a little problematic. But look how cold it is. Right now, you've got 29 degrees. We'll probably end up at around 31, 32 for a high. This isn't too bad. The wind's generally coming in from the north at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. But I'll tell you what, that Arctic air that's coming in here is going to change things up big time. And just a matter of about, I'd say about 12 hours or so. Right now, wind chill factors are down in the upper teens to low 20s. Again, that's pretty cold stuff that we have for you today, but it does get much colder tonight into tomorrow morning as that cold polar Arctic air swings down across the Great Lakes. There it is on the Futurecast. Gives us brief snow for us. It only has an opportunity to give you maybe 1 inch to 2 inches of snow. It's not a ton, but still, it makes for some slick roadways. So that's happening after midnight tonight. That's what the models are kicking out. You can see close to 3 inches for the east end of Long Island. I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at. And in that situation, you may even have to shovel or plow a little bit. But other than that, most of us are just going to see more annoyance type snow. But it's those cold temperatures that are coming in. So it's cold today. High gets up to 31. Look at you shaking your head. Lows tonight drop to 22. That's when that light snow begins, right around 8 or 9 this evening. It goes until tomorrow morning. And it's on the lighter side. Most of us not more than 1 inch or 2, except the east end of Long Island. But it's those cold temperatures that follow. High of 18 for you on Sunday and about 27 on Monday. That's pretty chilly stuff coming through for us here, unfortunately.
At least I see some 30s next week.
Mid-30s, about the best we could do. The average high this time of the year is 41, 42. So we're still, even in the mid-30s, we're still well below normal. So we're getting into this February, and here it is. What is it, the 6th day now? And yeah, we're going to get through at least mid-February with every day being below normal as far as temperatures are concerned, and that major Arctic blast. Well, you've got that look on your face that everyone's given me lately. It's like, not you again.
I know.
What's going? It's because I'm like Bad News Bears over here with it's either the cold temperatures or the snow. What about the ice? How's the ice in your neighborhood? How you doing with that?
Ice isn't bad.
Yeah?
The problem right after the snowstorm was you couldn't cross
You couldn't get
cross
across
those crosswalks.
So now they got the corners dug out to the point, at least in most of the areas across the city. I think even some of the outlying suburbs. I mean, there's still a lot out there, and it's kind of gross.
Yeah.
Make no mistake. But at least you can get around. But that stuff is so slow to melt. And it's going to be that way all the way into next week, too, because your temperatures, we're barely getting up to freezing. And that's what really helps us out. That or a lot of sunshine. But we don't have either of those, especially tonight into tomorrow. It's gonna give you a nice little fresh layer, though. I think it'll kind of like make it look a little bit prettier to some degree.
Yeah.
Just kind of cover up that ugly, as we can call it, because it sure is ugly. I can tell you that.
We joke around a lot, but this is serious business,
is.
especially with the 17 deaths that we've already
Right.
seen, 13 of those attributed to hypothermia. Can you
Right.
just say a word about how important it is whenever people go out in the exposed skin and
Yes.
how quickly frostbite can set in?
It can set in at around 15 to 30 minutes with temperatures like this. And then, of course, you have to think about those who are, unhoused, the homeless out there who have no sort of protection and sometimes not the mental capacity to realize the danger that they could be getting themselves into. So that's why these numbers that we've heard of recently are very high. So if you see something, say something, get a hold of somebody on, 311?
311, yep.
And they'll bring the folks out there to help folks out and get them into shelter, because no one should be outside can really make it through these situations. And I think a lot of us have kind of grown used to these cold temperatures, but to be out there long term exposed, frostbite and things of that sort, hypothermia, it gets dangerous very quickly. And it's unfortunately going on for at least 2 solid days straight.
Yeah.
So we don't want to expose folks to that. There's an extreme cold weather warning. I haven't even heard that term.
I was going to say, we don't
As a
see
meteorologist, I'm not sure if it's something that was brought back to life or something, because I haven't even heard that term come up until recently, that and the cold weather advisory. But this is an extreme cold weather warning, meaning our wind chill factors down between 10 below and 25 below are coming through. That's mainly for later tomorrow and also again on Sunday. So both of those days.
That just looks cold.
I know. And I'm checking out the rivers to see how much ice is out there. It's not as bad as I thought it might be, but there's still plenty of ice chunks out there as well. Something tells me over the weekend it's going to start to freeze up again, even more so. Maybe because the last few days we did have a couple days where we got to just above freezing, but not much, not for long. And now we're going right back into it for at least a couple more days. Dangerously cold outside, so take care of yourself. I don't know about you. I'm thinking about an indoor plan.
Yeah.
Or getting out of town.
Yeah.
Because-
It's going to be a largely indoor weekend. And also, obviously, check on older New Yorkers.
Right.
Younger New Yorkers. Don't forget about your pets. Don't be taking them out for an hour-long walk.
Yep. And hopefully you've taken care of your pipes.
Yeah.
And so on, because, I mean, at this point, if you haven't, you probably have already had some problems out there. But, all of it, make sure you take it into the forefront, because this one is serious.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
indeed.
you for
Make it
everything.
through
I
the
appreciate it.
weekend.
Stay warm.
Thank you. I'm doing the best, or get out of town. That's what I think I'm going to do.
Or go to Arizona or Florida or wherever.
Yeah, I got to do something.